Okay, it's September 13th. We're just looking at the market open at 9:31. Again, looking at the 5-minute chart of the SPX. We have had a gap open, a significant gap up, which puts us certainly in a bullish scenario. Taking a look at the money at now, which would probably be, let's see, we're looking at 2,900, I guess, and we're looking at a 5.7 mark at the money on the call side versus a 7.2 on the put side, which signifies a bearish scenario, which is interesting. Um, now we're turning, okay, now we're turning bullish. I guess it takes a little bit longer for the SPX options to fully load at the open. So we're going to be watching this, and when a setup shows shows us an opportunity, I will come back. Okay, we still are on our second bar. We have 1:53 remaining. Um, two bullish bars. Looking at our skew, which is going to determine whether we take a trade here, 7.1 versus 6.7, and one strike in the money, 10.1 versus 9.5. So we do have room to R2, which is our next resistance point if person pivots. We do have a sharply pointing. I'm going to join the bid here, see what happens. We probably won't get filled. Last price is 1367. Yeah, it's taking off now. So let's see. The mark is 14.2. Let's see what happens here. Looks like we're chasing it right now. Well, this is what happens when you have quickly moving market. It's hard to get in at a good price, so you may have to just bite the bullet and or wait for a pullback. I am now above the mark, trying to get in. Okay, we did get in just above the mark. We have good separation. Last price was 15.5, which was close to the price that we got in. But I do like this good separation between last price and theoretical price. As you can see, once that happens, the price will start following the bracket between the bid and the ask, especially in the early hours of the opening market, where most of the volume takes place within the first half hour to 45 minutes. At this point, I am going to be bringing up my stop. Again, we have good separation going up. We did get our 480 up. We got better than 450. We are out. This is our first trade. 3 contracts, made $480. Okay, we're looking at another possible trade. We did penetrate the R1 pivot point. We do have our next resistance up here at 2909. We do have a downward sloping cyber cycles indicator. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars into a positive bull run on the squeeze. Our RSI, Mobius RSI, is still pinned to the overbought maximum of 1. What we want to look out for is when this line starts to point downward. That'll give us an indication that we have a strong reversal potential. But right now we could be in a lull. I may look for a further reversal, maybe back down to R1, see if we get a bounce off that. We're still above the 25 whole moving average and way above the 20 EMA. Looking at our option chart, you can see our bull area chart. The pricing, theoretical pricing, appears to be trying to gain more momentum upwards, but we have a very close relationship between theoretical and last sold price of the 2890 call option on the SPX. And on the option chart, you can start to see the Mobius RSI starting to come off the maximum of 1. So we'll keep an eye on this. Also, Cybercycle is still pointing down. And now you can see on the price chart, we are getting some movement down. And let's see what happens if we reach the R1. If we penetrate the R1, then what we're going to be looking for is a H1 development with all our indicators still pointing bullish. Right now our momentum at the money is 8.6. I'm sorry, the skew is 8.3 to 4.8, so we still have a bullish skew on the call side. One strike in the money, 12.5 versus 7.1. So we'll keep an eye on this and check back if we see anything further develop. Okay, right now we are getting a bounce off of R1, and we have the bid price above the last price of 1540, so we're getting separation again on the options chart. We're still looking at the 2890 call. I may want to change this to the 2895 call, so we're going to go in here and reload the 2895 call, And now we can see just how far above we are. I'm going to join the bid, see what happens. And we did get in. This is a weak H1 entry. I am going to move my stop up to break even to see if we can take maximum advantage of this good entry based on the separation between last price and where the bid for this option was. Right now, based on the last price of 13.3, we're now at 255 based on the bid. Oh, the mark, 13.1. I'm gonna at least make 30 bucks on this. I don't want too much of a retracement here. And we did get out. I could have been premature in bringing that up, and it looks like I may have been. But I wasn't convinced this bar was bullish enough. Again, CyberCycle still pointing down. That's trade two, but we are up $510 for the day this morning. We are coming at the 10 o'clock hour, which also is notorious for major reversals. So I think taking our 30 bucks was the smart move here. Okay, it's now 10:06, and it's clear that we're developing a trading range over these last 5 bars. I think I'm going to look at my $510 profit for this morning and call it quits for today. So 2 trades, $510. September 13th, SPX. Have a good day.